The New Deal for better housing for the residents of the flats came in 1958 with the opening of Rumballara, which means where the rainbow ends. The settlement, located at Mooroopna, just outside Shepparton, was by its location a segregated community, and the transitional housing units were substandard to the General Housing Commission homes.
Not quite the New Deal.
No.
I'll make some curtains.
Yes, Mum. Thank you.
I'm sorry to bother you. It's about the
Encyclopedias. The thing is, I don't need them anymore. All the shillings going to the meter box now.
Is there any way that...
No.
The thing is, it's a contract. You signed it. Well, you need to cancel it. You're not meant to be able to, but there are circumstances.
I have circumstances, all right.
Okay, but it has to be done in writing.
Well, I can't, can I? I can't.
You mean you can't write?
You're slow on the uptake, lad.
I've never met anyone
that can't read all right?
Yeah.
Well, you have now.
It's none of my business, Mrs. Banks, but you're a smart lady.
The thing is, I'm sorry.
Thank you, Mrs. Banks. The thing is, this letter...
The letter?
We still need to write this letter.
We?
We.
Okay. Are you still up this way frequently, like?
Still got half the alphabet to deliver.
Could I ask you a favour, Errol? I can't ask my mother. She works all day and night, and Dolly's offered, but...
How is Dolly?
She's okay.
Do you think she'd...
No, Errol. She won't see you, I'm sure of that.
The favour?
Could you teach me, Errol? See, we had a school and good teachers at Cumragunda at one time. That's why Mum has such beautiful handwriting. And then the mission managers were terrible and all went downhill. I got sent off to work for a family and a big house to look after. Who had time for learning? Then I married Len and we were picking, and along came the children, and then the war, and we were all so busy knitting for the war effort, and I thought I'd get around to learning from someone, but they were all too busy.
I had no idea that any of that went on.
Then my darn pride got in the way.
It'd be an honour, Mrs. Banks.
It would? Thank you.
Pleasure. So
She's changed. I'm sorry, Errol.
Well, then I'll have to change too. I'll have to prove to her that I can. That I'm worthy of her.
You do that, Errol. You just do that.
Pastor Doug Nichols, one of the co-founders of the Victorian Aboriginal Advancement League, also attacked the houses, believing they segregated Aboriginal people who were being treated as second-class citizens. So in 1966, when 30 residents of Rumballara called for its closure, believing it had served its purpose and they wanted housing equal to the general standard, Pastor Doug Nichols led the deputation presenting it to the government. The government, in response to this deputation, eventually moved the people of Rumballara into Housing Commission homes in Mooroopna and Shepparton.
I will present the petition. After all, me and my father, Papa dear, we came up with this here petition together. God, I'm nervous. Oh, hi there, Auntie. As you know, we and Cooper tried to present a petition to King George a few years back, but it was refused. Maybe our current monarch will listen to what we have to say. Her Majesty, Queen Elizabeth II, Queen of England and her territories. We've been humble too long. Anyway, we request, no, we don't, sorry Papa, we demand to be heard.
Yeah.
Your Majesty, Queen Elizabeth II, we demand suitable housing for the Aboriginal people. Yes, we got Rumballara, and I'll be the first to admit the idea sounded good, but have you seen it? Concrete. No doors inside, So we don't need privacy? Not like regular folk? Is that it? We want decent houses. Mrs. Windsor, would you live at Rumballara? Then why is it good enough for us? Why do we have to prove we can live like white fellas before we get the same opportunities? And to boot, we're watched over like a bunch of cheeky kids. We're second-class citizens in our own country. No, we're not even citizens. Heavens, and this is the 50s.
Do you need your glasses?
No. We demand the right to make our own decisions and not to be at the whim of government, at the mercy of protection boards and at variety of landlords and property owners. We demand proper schooling, and not just for us. The white people too, they need to be educated about us and our ways. Opportunities. We want jobs in towns for our sons and daughters. We want them to go to university. Yes, not just high schools, but universities. They say we can't learn, but we can. We can do anything once we set our minds to it, We, the undersigned, demand to be the equal of anyone, and we will fight for that right and keep fighting until we are treated right by our neighbours and employers, by the Shire, by the Crown, by Mr Menzies, and if not him, then the next Prime Minister or the one after that. Lastly, and this isn't in the petition, but maybe it should be, I don't want my mother to be served last in the butcher's, and I want townsfolk to say, hello, lovely day, not cross the road to avoid us like we're lepers. We can get along with each other, can't we?
That was great.
You done us all, Gladdy. Your dad'd be real proud of you.